Hey everybody, it's Kelly. I just noticed a lot of you have been talking about weaving in ends and how tedious and terrible it is. And I just kind of wanted to demonstrate for you what it is that I do. I borrowed this idea from another YouTuber who I will link in the comments. I can't pronounce her last name or I would totally do it, but I'll butcher it. So I'm just going to put her name down there in the original link, and I'll tell you how I have changed mine from the original. So you can kind of see here how I have not needed to weave in my ends. I apologize, this lighting isn't the best, but you know, I have a connection here, though on so forth there. You can't really see it, so let me show you what I'm going to do. And by the way, this pattern is the Rugged Ripples pattern, which I will also go ahead and link in the bottom there. So I've gotten to my last, what would be the first portion of the peak. You can kind of see it goes from here to here, and that's it. You know, it's 2 V's, so 2 double crochets in 1 stitch, and then double, 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 and then a double crochet decrease times 2 for the valley. So anyway, to finish this row, you do 1/2 of the peak. So you do 2 double crochets in the turning chain. I like to turn my turning chain so that I can see the top of the stitch. Some people do this differently, but I just find this gives me the neatest results. So I'm going to go ahead and put those last couple double crochets in here. So this is the part where it gets a little bit hairy for a minute, but hopefully this is showing up okay. So I pull this down until it's almost out, and then mark it with my fingers. I grab it, and then I'm going to just pull the last 2 stitches that I just did out. This will make sense in a second. So go ahead and cut that there. And, oh, gasp. I know I have enough. I know I have just enough. So now I'm going to take that little tail, and I am going to put it between my thumb and my my middle finger there. And then I'm going to also do that with the white string. I'm going to put the white on top because that's what I'm transitioning to. So I've got my 2 little tails here. Holding them like that, I'm going to take my white string, go around the top of my thumb, around the top of my thumb and behind the yarn, between my fingers. I'm going to do that one more time, and then I'm going to twist these little guys here. Now that varies for me because she originally does this step last, but I like to do it first. So then my last step is to go over the yarn and then pull it between my fingers until you can kind of feel it go taut. Okay, so then I'm going to take my 2 little bunny ears here and bring it back in between those 2 loops. Just careful not to lose your loops, they don't fall out too easily. Now here is the part that gets a little bit tricky. You just kind of got to pull them slowly so that they don't pull over top, but I like to make sure they stay real close to one another. And then I pull them, give them good tugging to make sure that they are good and secure. And I'm just going to cut my little tails. And you can cut it right up next to the knot because it's not going to come undone. So I'm going to go ahead and add those last double crochets back in and try not to split my plies there. There we go. Alright, so last one here. So you'll come up And then your little knot will fit snugly in that last portion of your double crochet, which you can then chain up to start your new color. Now if you find it doesn't fall quite right, you can always adjust the length in which you cut, but sometimes I just have to either make my 2 stitches on the end a little bit tighter or a little bit looser to accommodate it, but usually it's pretty close to being perfect every time. So then you just continue on. And I'm going to try to show you a little bit closer. It may get blurry because I turned my autofocus off because it was failing miserably. That's it. I mean, you can see it, but it's not like super obvious. And that's it. Thanks for watching.